Hi guys, um, this is Wiseman again, and this will be my last tube for tonight. I think that now I will talk about two stuff: um, being ignorant as a person, okay, and also ignore persons, okay, or things or situations. I will start for the easy part, that is being an ignorant. So actually, I consider myself wise but ignorant. Why? Because I am ignorant because I don't know common knowledge. So if you ask me what is the city or what is the capital of the country X, I probably won't know it. But I don't need to know this because this will not make me happier. This might not even help me in pretty much nothing. I know that my reality won't be affected because of the fact that I don't know this knowledge. So when people think, okay, he's so smart, he's so intelligent, he reads so many books, he knows so many things. Actually, that is just knowledge. Is not wisdom. Is not intelligence. Is just data. If you cannot process the data, if you cannot interpret the data in the right way, if you cannot even reuse the data, if you can just read and tell, sometimes people just tell things without even know what those things are, without understanding totally or at all stuff. Sometimes they just repeat what they read, but if people make a second question, they won't be able to answer it. So an intelligent person or a wise person can actually do a bit more than that, and the wise person can actually do a lot more. So the wise person might not know, okay, I don't know what is the capital of that country, but I actually have been in that country, in that capital, or I know stuff that you won't even find on books. So most of the data that you read on books, some of the data is very important. It will teach you very amount of things, including this stuff that I'm already telling you in tubes. But sometimes to be aware of the information, to interpret the information in the right way, that's the hardest part. So I consider myself an ignorant, with proud, with I like to be ignorant. I to fill my mind with stuff that actually won't help me in nothing in this life. The only thing that I won't be able to do is when someone asks me what is the capital of that country, I will not know it, sadly. But at the same time, I won't be sad of not knowing it, because I don't think in this situation it will be a life of that situation. I might be in a contest and I will lose the context, but I will lose it probably because I'm aware that I don't know the capital of that country. And I don't know it because I don't read, I don't inform myself. And I don't want to. This is the main goal of the ignorant. Because there are several persons that are ignorant because they don't have the chance. And in this case, it's bad to be ignorant because they don't even have the chance to study. They don't have access to information, and they are ignorant by nature. I'm ignorant by choice. It's a bit different. So sometimes I don't inform myself, but sometimes I do. So in most of the situations, I don't. I don't want to know who is the best soccer player. I don't want to know who won the championship in 1972. I give a shit about that. But at the same time, I want to know more about energy, more about wisdom, more about martial arts, more about, well, a lot of themes that actually interest me, that will make me a better person, a better being, and that will actually construct and improve myself. So actually the rest, the things that normally people give and dedicate their mind to it for me is just a waste of mind, a waste of space, a waste of thoughts. So basically, when you feel like not listening, not going, You can exclude yourself from several groups. You can be with people that like stuff, but you don't have to like it. So you don't have to be like others are. Okay, focusing now on the second subject, that is ignore persons or stuff. So I choose to be ignorant, and this means that I will ignore a lot of books, a lot of reading. At the same time, I'm protecting myself from being corrupted by these informations, because sometimes these informations are totally wrong, and I will waste, and I might get confusion of subjects that I'm pretty sure that they are pretty much useless. So I choose to ignore some knowledges, or well, when I have to face them, I face them, and normally pretty much of the time I'll see that they are pretty much useless. Okay, not everything, but most of the time. So when I have to choose, normally I choose to think for myself instead of reading. But again, if I have a movie that teach me how to be wiser, I will see it. If I have a movie that I like, I will see it. If I have a book and I want to read a bit, I won't read much, because I'm a little lazy at reading. Actually, I write more than read. I talk more than read, and I see a lot of movies than reading. So I prefer to see multimedia than to see a book, because well, I have a pretty good imagination. But well, an old saying, one image is a thousand words. So I prefer to see a movie than to read a book. I'm lazy, and the movie is talking, is showing, and I don't have to imagine it so much, because I imagine it already several stuff. So I give me a break, and I rest. The main subject. So the second subject, being not ignore stuff. So it's a bit of the opposite. So as an ignorant, I ignore some knowledges, but as a person, I don't ignore nothing, not even those knowledges. So I know what that there is capitals in this world, that there is countries. I don't know them all, and I don't know the name of the capitals. I know some. Okay, I have some knowledge, but I don't know pretty much nothing about that. But being aware is halfway to know something, or the possibility of knowing. So if you start to ignore peoples, for example, you are a bad human, because if someone is calling for help, you should help them, not ignore them. Even if you don't know them, I know that sometimes it can be a trap, it can be a robbery, it can be, yeah, well, actually, it can be someone in distress, someone actually calling for help, and she might die because no one went to that. So ignoring persons is the worst thing you can do. Ignoring beings, it's the second worst thing you can do. Ignoring yourself is it's the worst thing you can do. So first, you should not ignore yourself. You should not ignore the signs on your body. If you feel pain, you should go to a doctor, or at least you should try to get better in that pain. Avoiding the pain is not ignoring the pain. Avoiding the pain is treating the pain. You should treat the pain, not avoid it or ignore it. So basically, you should focus on your problems and not run from them. You should not ignore your problems. You should not avoid your problems. You should do the opposite. You should confront your problems when you feel like ready. If you don't feel ready, ask for help. Go to a doctor, go to a friend, talk about these problems, expose your ideas, ask for second opinions, third opinions. Doesn't matter how much you ask or you question about. You should not ignore stuff, ignore nothing, because you will only get hurt in the process. You might hurt people, and in certain situations, giving a smile to a person, you can save her life. Giving a hug in the right moment, you can stop herself of killing herself, or taking the life of others, becoming a radical terrorist. So sometimes these persons, these terrorists, are just human beings that are lost without cause, and they're just trying to call for help, and they could not be heard because people are too busy looking at themselves and being egocentric and egoists. So don't ignore others, because it's one of the worst things you can do, because there will be a high cost for you and for others. I don't ignore nothing or no one, but that doesn't mean that I will help them. So, for example, if someone is begging in the street, I don't ignore it. I still look at him, I see him, but that doesn't mean that I will help him directly or indirectly. So this means that the fact that I'm not ignoring the person doesn't mean that I will do something for the person. At least I'm aware that the person is there. For example, today I went to the supermarket. Before I entered the supermarket, I saw a person sleeping in the floor. I felt sorry for him. He didn't ask for nothing, and I went inside. I bought several stuffs like fruit, um, um, some bread, I think, and some other stuff that I don't remember. I know that I bought three stuff. When I went out, I didn't see him anymore, but I saw others. So the goal was to help someone, so I gave the food to those others, and I hope those also shared with him, because I think they know themselves and they share what they got. So they were homeless people without ceiling, without food, without resources. I have resources and I decided to help. He actually didn't ask for it, I just decided to. So it doesn't mean because someone is asking I will give. It means that I'm aware that someone is asking, and when I want or when I feel giving, I give. So this is not ignoring a person, means that you can actually save your life, and you can also save yours in the process. So be wise, don't ignore others, and don't believe in everything you read, in everything you people say. Don't believe in me. Think for yourself and see if I'm right, okay? This is the best way of knowing that you are doing the right thing, not because I'm saying, but because you believe in what I'm saying and you believe in yourself on this thought, okay? Be wise, train your mind.